So, again, people, if there was not some kind of organized, conspired, illegal activity and crimes being carried out against me and my family, you tell me why the information to my lawsuits went missing, mail didn't get sent, and there was an envelope that spent several months behind the desk at the post office in Barnet, Vermont, that was in regards to a lawsuit filing in Bangor, Maine against a dope dealer, last name Keaton. After these filings and during these filings, while I was upstairs filing in the Burlington Federal Courthouse, Burlington, Vermont, well, let me tell you something. My phone came up missing. And then my home came up missing. And then my daughter came up missing. Who's to blame, Jeffrey Eaton? It's not the first time I filed, and I'm going to keep on filing until somebody listens. DCF, Department of Children and Family Services, DHHS, and it all involves police and politicians, to include a detective from Vermont State Police Derby Barracks named Real Robillard, Vermont State Police Daniel Lynch out of Derby, Orleans County, Vincent Luzzi, State's Attorney, and all of Jeffrey Noyce. Look up ex-chief of police, Island Pond, Vermont, and you'll see that he's already been arrested, went to the cuckoo house, and now he's out. He's in the public, people. Allowed to commit more crimes against his victims, I suppose. Susan from the Brattleboro Reformer hid all the information because obviously my husband's involved with the media and everybody is in acknowledgement of it, and so is his social media, William Asher. I filed against each and every person that did me and my family wrong. And why do we not have the right to protection, but the criminals do? My home was stolen off my property to make me a non-resident so that I couldn't follow through with my intent to run for state representative. Instead, they gave it to a former fugitive and former felon, which was Jensen Wilhoit. Maybe not fugitive, but he's a felon from state of Kentucky that was pardoned because he claimed rape. Said that somebody was getting him up the butt with their pee-pee. So why is it that our children were taken and put into the hands of sex traffickers? Huh? Can you answer? Look at this one. Michael Knox, I complained about him in my reports, and he was then arrested in 2021 for rape of a young girl that he claimed to be like a niece to him. Imagine that. Island Pond, Vermont. By the way, he works for the government, people. And again, because I told you all this, lo and behold, I got this sent to me, which is a video after my daughter was found December 6th, and it was announced that she was back home with me in 2021, and we'd be coming back home to North Anson, Maine. Well, Heather Betts, related to the Oberts, sent me a video of my house burning. I dare say there's a lot of frivolous activity, so why don't you call Guildhall, Essex County Court, and Burlington Federal Court, and ask them where all these filings are. I was beat, raped, my car was vandalized, and it was by an FBI employee. Isn't that right? So what happened to this? It says that I called and requested that it be dismissed. Who in their fucking right mind would believe some shit like that? And no, you don't get a dismissal over the phone like that. So again, I want to let you know that when Michael Hatton came to me on April 1st, 2021, and told me he didn't want my rent money in Island Pond, 109 Railroad Street, apartment 7, it's because he told me that there were people that he couldn't even understand how they knew me or my daughter to hate us, but we needed to get up and go. I needed to take my daughter and my grandson in the middle of the night. He didn't care, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but to get out of town for our own safety. And it wasn't but a couple months after that, DCF came and took my grandson, locked my daughter up, shot her up with shock treatment and ketamine for nearly 90 days to try to silence me, and then my daughter went missing for 3.5 months. So again, with that being said, oh no, this is just the beginning of the story. So there you have it. They all knew about it. That means there's a lot of political and police misconduct in the state of Vermont, state of Maine, state of New Hampshire. They're all involved. Confidential my ass. This is when my daughter was being trafficked. So there again, people, you tell me why you people are being so fucking stupid and ignorant and not making some calls and finding out what the fuck is going on. You don't have to do it on my behalf, but you might have loved ones yourself, or maybe you yourself had a child that went missing because of the discretion of the police and the politicians and DCF involved in sex trafficking your children. Your children will never be the same, and don't think for a minute that they won't hold it against you if you don't do something about it, because I still fight every day for my children. And the fact is, my children will never be the same. They hate their fucking mother. For what reason? Because they were trafficked. I didn't give up on them. I didn't traffic them. The police and the politicians did, including State's Attorney Vince Naluzzi and the fucking judges. Isn't that right, Angel at Guildhall, Essex County Courthouse? So with that being said, I'm going to ask you all one more fucking time to start paying attention, start listening, and start making some calls. Start helping me get justice for the rest of the people out here. I've already been done wrong. I've been abused. I've been burned out. My daughter's been trafficked. My daughter's been drugged. She's been abused. And it needs to stop. It stops when you start speaking up. Thank you.